Oh, yes. Look at that wonderful view and that gorgeous, gorgeous blue sky. Proper clouds. We take a lot of things for granted, my friends, a lot of things for granted. Not to alarm the squeamish amongst you, but every single time that I flush the toilet, I can't help but think to myself how such a simple act, we either push a button or we pull the lever, pull the handle on the toilet, and all of our excretions just whoop, gone, just like that. But think about it, okay? The many tens of thousands of miles of pipe work there must be in the country. Well, I'd say millions of miles, probably. I mean, God knows what the number is, but it's so vast and we take it totally for granted. We don't even think about it. And earlier on today, I had a sales call, and we jump onto Skype or onto Zoom, FaceTime, or in today's case with this chap, a Google Hangout, and the programming and the coding and all of this technology that's at our fingertips, and we just push a button. We just go onto our computer and we push that little green button. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. And people will be all po-faced and frankly naive and say, oh, the thing is, I won't use that technology. Oh no, I don't Skype. As if you're asking them to have some hideous medical procedure. Oh no, I don't Skype. And because bad people use that and I'm being spied upon. I think, oh my God, what opportunities are we missing out on? What opportunities are we wasting if things being a little bit frightening? We take for granted that the position that we're in is the only position that we're ever going to be in. Believe me, my friends, I have done that many, many times. And today, after said call, the cogs are turning. The thought process is whirling, and I'm on the eve of something really, really great. It's very exciting, actually. Frightening. Puts me in a bit of a tight position. But the thing is, how are diamonds made? Law of perturbation. They get crushed and crushed and crushed, but they emerge bright, faceted, and rare specimens of beauty. That's the process, and you have to go through it. You have to be willing to go through it. And I'm really understanding that the scarier something is, the more worthwhile it is to do it. It's an incredible life that we have at our fingertips. And of course, you know what I'm going to say, my dear friends. You know what I'm going to say. What do we take for granted the most? Well, it is our own vast and unique potential. We doubt ourselves. We imprison ourselves. And I know that I've made myself much, much smaller than I need to. But it's a beautiful, beautiful day today. And I'm living in the town that I spent, or the village that I spent most of my childhood in. And I have a very fervent and impassioned dream to buy back my family home. And on my way here, it's a road it's a no-through road. I don't know if you know what that means, but you can guess. It's a no-through road. So once you've gone up it, you have to come back the same way. And I walk past the house that I grew up in and I look at it and I think, I can get that back somehow. I know that I can do it. And yes, it may take some time, but you just have to get started. And you have to be willing to do those things that feel scary in the moment, but long term won't really matter. They won't matter at all. It's one of the phrases actually that I take from my ex-boyfriend. The thing is, ask yourself this question: will it matter in 5 years what time you did that particular task? Will it matter in a year's time whether you did it this way or that way. And it's like, well, to me, it is important how you win, but the principle is absolutely sound. The things that we worry about in the moment are so fantastically and infinitesimally insignificant. They're just honestly, but that doesn't stop them in the moment of being frightening. It just doesn't. And that's why I champion bravery so much. It's why whenever I come out and do these videos, I try and give you different backgrounds, and sometimes I'm walking, sometimes I'm sitting like this, sometimes I'm in my flat and I'm more stationary and sedate. Here I'm very, very expressive because I've got something really, really exciting and daunting ahead of me, and I think, yeah, I'm up to the challenge. I believe it, I know it, and I know that I have made this decision, and tomorrow I wake up having made it. So done, sorted, no ambiguity. I've thrown myself into the process, and the rewards will come in time. And they said, don't be focused on the rewards. Like, well, no. Have an end goal in mind. Have something that you're working towards. Have a real meaning and purpose to your life. And you get to create that, and you get to do it your way. I understand now that the reason I've made myself small is because I've tried as hard as I possibly can, as hard as any other person has, to fall in line with other people. And it's just made me absolutely tiny in my own life. We all deserve, my friends, to be big in life, massive, stratospherically enormous, because that's where our potential actually resides. That's how big we can really, really be. So today, be brave. Scratch that itch that you've been wanting to scratch for a long time, that thing that's been nagging at you. Get started with it. Just think about getting it started, doing that little step. It doesn't even have to be massive, although if it is, great. But make that first step and be open to the process, and make sure that you're going in knowing, not believing, just believing, but knowing that you can win.